I will read just the short version. So the zoning board, this is for case number 24-15, 34 Hancock Street. The zoning board of appeals will hold a continuance of a public hearing in the conference room at Town Hall, 16 Lowell Street, Reading, Massachusetts, on Wednesday, January 7th, 2025 at 7 p.m. on the application of Brad Anderson, under Mass General Law, Chapter 48, Section 10, for variance under Reading zoning bylaw, Section 4.5.2, 6.0, 6.3, and 7.4, as may be determined by the zoning board to construct a new deck on an existing non-conforming lot exceeds the maximum coverage allowed on a property located at 34 Hancock Street. That's just map 20, lot 117 in Reading, Massachusetts. And we have a request to withdraw this application without prejudice. So if someone would like to make a motion to withdraw that.
I'll make a motion to withdraw the application 24-15 for 34 Hancock Street at the applicant's request.
Second. Second. All right, all in favor? Great. Moving right along. So we're going to go to case number 24-19, which is, sorry, I put it somewhere, 37 Hartshorn Street. So the zoning board of appeals will hold a public hearing in the select board meeting room at Town Hall, 16 Lowell Street, Reading, Massachusetts, on January 7, 2025, 7 p.m. Application of Eric Lance, pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 48, Section 9, and a special permit under Reading zoning bylaw, Section 7.0, 7.3, and 7.3.2 to construct a two-story addition on an existing non-conforming structure. Does not apply with the side yard setback on property located at 37 Hartshorn Street. Assessors map 26, lot 141, in Reading, Massachusetts. Unless there's an objection, I will dispense with the reading of the butters list, except to say that butters were notified as were the following: Select Board, the Town Clerk, the Police Department, Fire Department, Building Department, Conservation Commission, Health Department, Assessor's Office, Engineering Division, CPDC, and members and associate members of the Board of Appeals, as well as the planning boards of Wakefield, Lynnfield, North Reading, Stoneham, Woburn, and Wellington. Testimony given before this board is taken under oath, so if you think you may want to speak, please stand and raise your right hand. So whoever's, or what do you present?
First meeting, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, if you're going to stand and raise your right hand. Do you want to say anything, or? Okay, well, thank you.
We're going to reserve.
Yeah. So I swear the testimony given by me before this board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The response is just I do.
I do.
Great, thank you. So you just want to give us a brief overview of the application we have in front of us?
So there's an existing two-car garage that's on the lot. It's attached to the house through a breezeway. I would like to expand the size of the garage and add a second level. I've done a test dig on the foundation. It is not reusable. It only goes down 20 inches and it's block and it's cracked. I would like permission to build one on the same footprint and extend it back. And if you notice on the plot plan, as I get farther back, because of the way the lot line goes, I actually get farther away from the lot line. So I think I'm only like 7 inches away versus towards the front and only 13 feet, which is about, just under, I think it's just under 2 feet. I won't be exceeding the current lot line or anything like that. And it's still going to be attached now through an enclosed breezeway.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Is there anything Brett you had to add about this one? Or?
No, just like no new non-conformities and extending it backwards and upwards. It's gonna be 2 stories instead of 1 story, but that's about it.
Sounds good. Anyone on the board have any thoughts or questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna ask, you said it's a 2-story structure. Is it gonna be open above, or is it gonna be second story? What is intended for the second story?
An office, because both my wife and I work at home, and a new bedroom and a bathroom.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
You are not increasing the nonconformity, but you are extending it in that it's going to be a longer
Correct.
structure
It's
that
not
is
going to go past the
non-conforming.
current nonconformity. It's going to stay within the same footprint.
Right, but a longer wall is going to be non-conforming than currently exists. So my question is, since you can't use the existing foundation anyway and you're going to be basically starting fresh, why can't you just move it over a little bit into the breezeway area or make it narrower so as to solve the nonconformity?
I mean, of course, that can happen. I'd like to maintain the size of the structure. We are in that space where you're going into the breezeway now. It's not just a narrow breezeway, we're kind of making a mudroom, which is going to extend into the garage space, which if we bring that over, it's gonna, right now, there's stairs on the inside of the breezeway. There'll be stairs to enter the garage, and then there'll also be a like a coat closet, and that's gonna extend quite a bit into the footprint of the garage. And if we lose almost 2 feet off of that, of overall space, which is more than 2 feet of interior space, then that's gonna be tight.
Okay.
For parking a car.
Yes.
Anything else?
Anything else any questions for you, Frank, or?
No,
Okay.
I'm good. I was gonna ask the same question.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah, I guess, I assume you remember the public. Do you have any questions or comments, or just open the public comment?
I mean, it sounds reasonable. I mean, we're having you previous next one, so I'm just trying to get a feel for how it all goes.
Oh, okay.
But no, it sounds like a very reasonable project.
That sounds good.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Cool, that sounds good. Yeah, I don't see any issues really. Yeah, I think it's a valid use not to make it narrow if you're gonna have trouble parking there with the
Yeah.
addition and all that. So.
And, I mean, I'll just note that, you know, in terms of the standard of whether it's not substantially more detrimental to the neighborhood than currently, that neighborhood I observed has several houses around you that did similar sort of large.
My neighbor across the street built a beautiful,
you know,
addition just like it.
yeah.
They actually changed their driveway on the other side because they live in a corner. It was difficult to do that.
Right.
And it came out beautiful.
So for that reason, I assume they're not non-conforming anyway in the first place, but because there are similar additions in the neighborhood, you know, I conclude that it's not substantially more detrimental. In fact, it fits in even better than
Oh.
it does now, so, for the most part, so. So I don't really have an issue with it.
Great. So I'm going to motion for this then.
I will, unless somebody else wants to.
Go ahead.
All right. All right, I move to grant the petitioner, Eric Lance, a special permit under, what section is it? Under section 7.2 of the bylaws and 7.3.2, 7.0, and 7.3 to expand the garage or actually build a new garage structure on the existing footprint and then extending it further back in accordance with the plans that he submitted as part of his application. Thank you. The plot plan prepared by John D. Sullivan III of Woburn, Mass. Dated December 17th, 2024. The special permit is subject to the following conditions. Number one, the petitioner shall submit to the building inspector a certified plot plan of the proposed construction and proposed foundation plans prior to the issuance of a foundation permit for the work. Two, the petitioner's final construction plans for the new structure shall be submitted to the building inspector along with an as-built foundation plan prior to the issuance of a building permit. Number three, as-built plans showing the completed construction shall be submitted to the building inspector immediately after the work is completed and prior to the issuance of an occupancy permit.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Any opposed? Nope. All right. All set?
All set?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you.
And I'll let you know next steps tomorrow.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Cool.
Hopefully next one's smooth and easy.
If you're applying for a special permit, it'll be similar to that.
Yeah.
If you're applying for something, a variance, it'll be different.
Awesome, we'll see you guys next
All right.
month.
Have a good one. All right, I think we do have the set of minutes from last month's meeting as well. I think that's some comments you took care of.
Yes, you sent me some, so I can update those.
Cool.
Yeah, I had a couple on here.
Okay.
I didn't have anything.
Great. Someone want to motion to approve as amended?
Make a motion to approve the meeting minutes as amended.
Great.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Awesome. Anything else?
a quickie.
Yeah.
Quick ones.
All right. Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All right. I'll make a motion, I guess, in a second. Sounds good. All in favor?
Aye.
Sounds good. Have a good night. Stay warm.
Go down and
Yeah.
finish taking down my Christmas tree.
Sweet.
Mine will stay up till at least the end of January. But I have a fake tree and that's a small tree and
I keep my outdoor lights up through next week, but the
It's
tree's
kind of
coming
nice to have
down.
like lights outside when it's dark out.
Create like an addition, like a 4-foot setback.
Oh, really?
He's currently meeting everything, putting this big addition on the side.
Who was this? The guy that was
Yeah.
here?
So it's a variance or
It's a variance, yeah, I mean, it's, yeah.
Okay. We shall see. This will be fun.
All for it.
the application will probably be online by
mean,
like
this
the end of
guy
the week
here.
or beginning of next week. So if you guys ever want to head
It's pretty
start
much like
out
this,
of
if you
it
had
and
this
check
house, yeah, and
upcoming
he's added
meeting
that.
information,
Okay.
I try to,
Currently.
if I get a complete application, I try to put it
Oh,
up there if I
okay,
get it.
that's good to know, because sometimes you send them out the week before the meeting, which is
Yeah.
fine, but if there's several and you gotta go look at the places, it can get a little tight.
Yes, I try to update it. Awesome.
We lost the parking space.
Yeah.
I know, it's quick.
It's now 2 to 1.
All right, we'll see you guys.
See ya, thank you.
So the only thing I didn't get, which I'm trying to learn,
Yeah.
because when Cy was involved, he mentioned a lot of, you do too, a lot of the laws that was uphold. So when they're non-conforming, they kind of, we can continue to be non-conforming. But someone
Yes,
who's
I mean-
conforming to become non-conforming,
That's needing a variance, yeah. The
but
non-conformist,
with hardship.
right, exactly. The standards are just really different. And the specific bylaw for something that's already non-conforming says that they can, extend or change the non-conformance, including, this guy who's basically doubling it, really, as long as it's not substantially detrimental to the neighborhood.
Let's say this gentleman had a 1-car garage, he wants to make it a 2-car garage.
That I probably would have had a problem with.
Yeah, when it's drastic, I think I'd have.
Yeah, because, the one-car garage, if that already infringed upon the side setback, then the 2-car garage would have
Yeah.
practically gone to the side.
Looking at the
side line.
dimensions, if we told them to move it towards the house, get rid of the breezeways, and then add it inside, you need minimum 9 feet, like a parking lot, but in a garage, now you have a wall and other cars
Yeah.
we hit.
Yeah,
So again, I don't know if you know, but so if you look at the zoning, like when we said, like, the sections of the zoning bylaws, if you look in there, that'll have a lot of this stuff. I can explain it to you.
That's what I've been reading.
Okay.
yeah, there's really, the zoning bylaws, there's a lot of them, but there's like 4 or 5 that we go back to all the time, so.
I think the
You get- yeah.
simplest way that I look at like special permits and variances, which is taking me a while, is like a special permit is something that it's not making worse versus like a variance, you're actually making something worse. Like if it's set
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
and it was going backwards and you made, instead of it being like the 14.1 and it went to like 13, then that would be variance because it's making it worse.
Yeah,
But there's a lot in there and
My
it's a
last
matter of just
variance,
like,
crazy.
yeah, well, variances, Cy always used to say, there's very, very specific criteria in the
Yeah.
bylaw, and remember, he always used to just go through each of the
Yeah.
criteria, which I suppose one of us will have to start doing. But they're supposed to be really, really hard to get. And very rarely given by design. Because otherwise, you just throw out the bylaws, if you keep relaxing.
Reading is very strict on variances. Some other towns,
Yeah.
though, like they don't care and they kind of hate it. I'll like.
I haven't met a town yet.
No?
No, this is the first one I've ever seen. I mean,
Oh, really?
I've been in front of the board here, but in Medford, I needed a variance for 2 feet of a corner of my building that would build. I mean, they did say, why can't you just cut the building in the corner?
Right.
I go, it would ruin the rooms inside and
Yeah.
structurally. The whole neighborhood was like, swear to God, man, we pray to God every night that he does not get this variance.
That's Medford.
Now They're all my friends. Sorry, can you shovel the sidewalk for me, please?
Awesome. Well, have a great night.
All right, Amanda. Good seeing you.
Good to see you guys.